morning.
You hear me? Okay. We have unit 8.
ميس ممكن حضرتك تعلي صوت حضرتك شوية؟
Okay, sweetie. Just a second. I'm going to close the door and I'm going to raise my voice as long as you want. Okay? طيب good morning. تمام سامعيني كده؟
Yes.
مس نهله معاكم وعندنا النهارده ان شاء الله unit 8 The amazing world around us. Okay? unit 8 من اليونتس اللي داخله معانا في الامتحان يوم الاثنين الجاي ان شاء الله باذن الله. اوكي انت في الاكزامز بتاعك عندك 2 units unit 7 and unit 8. النهارده ان شاء الله unit 7 كانت معاكم الاسبوع اللي فات والنهارده ان شاء الله we are going to deal with unit 8. هناخدها كلها بالتراكس بتاعتها بكل حاجه and ان شاء الله باذن الله يا رب تكون ايه مفهوم. unit 8 بتتكلم عن world around us and what's in your city and what's around you. Okay, let's watch. Huh? Can you tell me what you see here?
Tower.
Okay, this is a tower. Do you think where is the tower is? Where is it? Which country do you think it's in?
Thailand.
In what?
Thailand.
Thailand, maybe. Okay. But this is in Dubai. So this is a tower. Okay. It's not a bird in the town, but we are going to chat with each other. Type. What is this? A bridge. Huh? Where can I find this bridge, do you think? Let's back. To the bridge. Huh. Where's this bridge?
City.
Yes, where? No,
Bridge.
this is a bridge.
Bridge.
Do you know what is the name of this bridge? It's a very famous bridge in Egypt. In Warraq.
تحيا مصر بريتش.
Yeah, excellent. Tahya Masr Bridge. Very good. Okay. And this is, of course, is a city.
City.
Yeah.
City.
And this is a
Round.
underground. No, I can't find
No, not round.
tunnel.
tunnel. Yes, it's a tunnel. Okay. Correct. It's a tunnel. So, and this is very famous.
Red pyramid.
Pyramid.
It's pyramid, okay? Okay. In this unit, we have the comparative and the superlative with adjectives. Okay, we done it with all years of English. كل سنين الإنجليش بناخد فيها ال comparison وال superlative form of adjective. طيب نرجع نفتكر مع بعض. ال comparative form لما يبقى أنا عندي أول نوع من أنواع ال adjective اللي هي one syllable adjective. يعني إيه one syllable adjective؟ يعني بنطقها عن طريق مرة واحدة. زي مين؟ زي strong, big, large, happy.
Strong.
ايه تاني؟
Happy.
غير المكتوبين
Gentle.
What?
Bad.
Bad is irregular adjective.
Not bad.
Fat.
Yes.
Thin. كل دي بسميها one syllable
Thin.
adjective. اوكي؟ يعني ايه one syllable؟ قلنا يعني بنطقها مرة واحدة. في الحالة دي لما اجي اعمل comparison between two او اقارن بين اتنين بعمل ايه للصفة دي؟ بحط لها حرفين اللي هما مين ومين؟ ها؟ ER. اوكي؟ تمام؟
ER.
اه
IEST.
او اي سوري او اي اي ار لو اجي هعمل comparative. يعني comparative يعني between two This is comparative. طب what's a superlative? Superlative between one and more than two. بين واحد ومجموعة بتبقى اسمها superlative. وفي الحالة دي بحط للصفة اللي هي one syllable الصغيرة بحط لها est. تمام؟ في صفات عندي بيبقى فيها consonant، بيبقى فيها vowel قبل آخر حرف زي big. بعمل ايه لما اجي ازود لها الاي ار والاي اس تي؟ بزود لها اخر حرف بضعفه. زي big تبقى bigger. في adjective بتنتهي with e زي large. في الحالة دي it's already ended with e، مش محتاجة أعمل لها addition لإي تانية، فبحط بس ال r أو ال
لها ار بس.
أوكي أو st. تمام. في adjective ending with y like happy. Okay, I change the y to I. Happier, I-E-R. Happiest, I-E-S-T. تمام. اوكي، نيجي للصفات اللي هي a big adjectives او 3 or more syllable بتتنطق عن طريق كذا مقطع زي كلمة comfortable، expensive. اوكي، في كلمة expensive
مور.
بعمل ايه؟ هي already ممكن ما نتكلمش لما اطلب منكم كلام بعد اذنكم. thank you. طيب الصفة already عندي كبيرة زي كلمة مين؟ expensive، مش مستحملة ان انا ازود لها حروف، فانا بعمل ايه؟ بحط قبلها لو هي في الزيادة، يعني انا عايزة اقول اكتر من، بحط more. طب لو هي اقل هحط less. تمام. طيب هقول مثلا the car is more expensive than the bike. طب لو انا عايزه ابتدي بذا بايك هقول ايه؟ the bike is less expensive than the car. تمام. يبقى انا لو عايزه ازود الصفه هحط كلمه more than، ولو عايزه اقللها هحط less than. تمام. ده بالنسبه لل adjectives اللي هي بتتنطق عن طريق اكتر من syllable. طيب بالنسبة للسوبرلاتيف فورم نفس الكلام. عايزة أقول حاجة مثلا هقول إيه؟ The plane is the most expensive type of أو form of transport. يبقى في الحالة دي هقول إيه؟ The plane is the most. طب أنا عايزة أقول the least أقل حاجة. أوكي؟ يبقى most و least بالنسبة للcomparative وبالنسبة للsuperlative form of the syllables. طيب the Nile River is longer than the Amazon. أنا عملت إيه هنا؟ عملت comparison between مين ومين؟ ها؟ مين يقول لي؟
Nile River
ومين تاني؟
وذا Amazon.
والأمازون. between two rivers اللي هو النايل والأمازون. عشان كده الصفة عادي it's a small adjective وحطيت لها er than. طب لو أنا عايزة أعمل superlative form هقول إيه؟ ها مين يقول لي؟ عايزة أقول نهر
The Nile River
the Nile River
is longest.
no the longest.
The longest.
yes the Nile River
The longest.
is the longest in Africa مثلا. أوكي؟ طيب واحدة تانية. ها Cairo is more crowded than أسوان. يا ترى crowded دي حطيت لها more و than ليه؟ لأنها بتتنطق أكتر من مقطع.
طويلة.
crowded. يب. أوكي عشان كده زودت عليها more ووراها إيه؟ than. طب وليه برضو؟ لأن أنا بعمل comparison between مين؟ كايرو ومين تاني؟ وأسوان. طب عايزة أقول كايرو وحدها من غير أسوان وأقارن بين كايرو و all cities in Egypt هقول إيه؟
Cairo is more
the most
is the more crowded
the most
in
crowded.
Africa.
أقول
In Egypt.
Cairo is the most crowded city in Egypt. أوكي. طيب في أنواع من adjectives ولو إحنا معانا موبايل يا ريت نصورها. لأن دي مفروض تتحفظ. Adjective irregular يعني إيه irregular؟ يعني ما بيتغير شكلها تماما في الcomparative والsuperlative form. زي مين؟ عندي good. good في comparative form بتبقى better than. اوكي و the best for superlative. تمام. طيب all سوري all دي مش من irregulars اللي معاهم far. far ليها حلين further than او farther than with a. الاتنين صح. او the furthest او the farthest with a برضه. bad لما اجي اعمل comparative between two بحط تبقى اسمها worse than او في superlative form بتبقى the worst. تمام. little و many اكتر هما اللي عليكي. little بتبقى less than او the least. many بتبقى more او the most. okay, let's check our understanding together. Choose the correct answer. معانا ورقة وهنعمل answers وحدنا في separate paper على جنب وهنتشيك مع بعض جبنا كام. أنا هعمل لك 6 choose بالظبط كده زي ما بيجي لك في الإكزامز 6 chooses. اعملي درجتك على جنب كده out of 60 ونتشيك مع بعض إحنا عملنا إيه. Okay, let's start. Please don't answer on the mic or on the chat. Answer in your paper, okay? Mount Everest is space than the Mount Kilimanjaro. يا ترى هتبقى high, highest, higher, the highest.
higher. higher.
قلت لو سمحتوا ما حدش يجاوب في المايك. جاوبي في الورقة اللي قدامك واعملي تشيك جبتي كام out of 60 مع نفسك. ممكن please؟ Thanks. Number 2. Today the weather is as cold than yesterday, coldest yesterday, colder than yesterday, we cold yesterday. Number 3. The post office is to my house than the park. Near, nearest, as near, or nearer. Write down your answers quickly for number 2 and number 3. Done? Did you answer? Okay.
Yes.
The answers is number 1 هتبقى higher لأن أنا عندي than. Number 2 هتبقى colder than because I'm compare between today and yesterday. Number 3 is nearer because I have than. Okay. 4. What is the place to play tennis is in? Good, best, better, or the best? 5. The car is space than the bike. More expensive, big, expensive, biggest. And 6. A chair is comfortable than a sofa. Least, little, the least, or less. Okay. Answer. Take your time. I'm going to give you 1 minute to answer and check your answer together. Let's check it together. Number 4 is best. You know that best is irregular adjective والصفة بتاعتها ايه؟ كلمة مين؟ مين يفكرني؟
Good.
برافو. good. car is, yeah, more expensive. A chair is, of course, less comfortable than a sofa. Huh? Who gets 60? All of you, I hope. Okay, we have one of the readings. الريدنج دي لو معانا البوك جنبنا أو عايزة تقريها من قدامك، البوك عندي هتبقى موجودة on page 16. تحيا مصر بريدج. طيب واحنا ماسكين كده البوك مع بعض، لو سمحتي معاكي هايلايتر او معاكي بين على جنب عشان نتكلم على تحيا مصر بريدج. اول كلمه عندي the world's widest suspension bridge. هايلايت كلمه suspension. يعني ايه suspension bridge؟ البريدج شايفين كل الوايرز اللي قدامي دي، الاسلاك دي، الاسلاك دي لان البريدج ده suspension. يعني ايه كلمه suspension؟ يعني متعلق او معلق. The world's widest suspension bridge opened in Cairo in May 2019. It's 67.36 meter wide. ده معروف إن هو one of the widest bridge in the world. You know, this is wide. الحاجة لما بيبقى بالعرض تبقى بنسميها إيه؟ wide. لكن لو بالطول تبقى long. Okay, and it's 540 meters long. More than 4,000 people helped to build it. They started building it in 2016. They finished it in 32 months. The bridge crosses the Nile Warraq Island. More than 100,000 people live on the island. Many people enjoy walking across the bridge. It has a glass floor, you know, it's a floor made of glass. You can see the river. So you can see the river under your feet, a wonderful seat. Okay, do you hear me? Guys? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Under your feet, the best time to cross the bridge is at sunset. You know that we have sunrise and sunset. يبقى من الباسج هطلع كلمة suspension وهطلع كلمة sunset. Okay, for a beautiful view of the city. We have a questions. Question number 2, how long is the Tahya Masr Bridge? Can you remember? Write down your answer if you remember. Write down your answer in a paper if you remember. Question number 3, how many people helped to build it? Question number 4, how long did it take to build? Question number 5, why is the best time to walk across the bridge on the sunset? The answers are number 2, 540 meters. Number 3, 4,000 people. Number 4, 32 months. Number 5, to see the beautiful view. You can take a photo or a screenshot to the answers.
أنا عندي سؤال.
Yep, sweetie. Who's asking, by the way?
هو يا تيتشر في الامتحان يعني في الكويز هيجيب لنا يعني طوله كده يعني نختار ولا لا؟
No. None of this in the quiz. مش مطالبة انك تحفظي طوله وعرضه وارتفاعه. عشان كده وانا بقرا وانا بعمل لك ريدنج للباسج قلت لك انا هطلع كلمتين، لكن مطالب انك تعرفي ان تحيا مصر is a suspension bridge. It's a suspension bridge. مطالب انك تعرفي ان sunset when the sun goes down. مطالبة انك تعرفي المينينج بتاعت الوردز، لكن طوله وعرضه وارتفاعه no no no. We are not going to ask you about this because we are not in geography lesson. انت مش موجودة في درس جغرافيا، انت موجودة with English. So we are going to ask you about the meaning of the sentences or the meaning of the words, not
Yes.
the long, not the age. Okay, ده مستر محمود بقى ربنا يديله الصحة is going to ask you about these things. Okay. طيب. عندنا ال reading التانية عندي about the Grand Egyptian Museum. Okay, it's in page 19. Open your book. Student book, do you have it?
Yes.
Open it on 19. Okay, the Grand Egyptian Museum. This is not the new one. This is the new one, not the oldest one. The oldest museum is in Cairo. If you have been visited it, it's in Tahrir Square. It's opened in 1835. There were more than 160,000 of 60,000 of Egypt's most valuable treasures. يبقى أنا في الدرس ده
Wow.
عايزة أعرف إيه؟ أول حاجة عايزة أعرفها كلمة treasures. treasures يعني إيه treasures؟ يعني valuable things. حاجات قيمة اللي هي الكنوز. Where I can find treasures in museums. Okay, so treasures is one of the most important. نعمل لها highlight مع بعض للكلمة دي. On display. However, the museum didn't have space. You know space دي كلمة بمعنيين. ممكن أقول space around us اللي هو فيه البلانيتس الكواكب وكده. ممكن أقول لك make a space وسعي لي شوية لو سمحتي. يعني space بتيجي بالمعنيين، مساحة وبتيجي بمعنى فضاء. Okay, for 100,000 other objects. الكلمة دي مهمة جدا، كلمة objects. لما أسألك what's in a museum, one can find treasures and objects. Again, what can I find in a museum? I can find a treasures and objects. يبقى أنا عندي كلمتين، كلمة treasure وعندي كلمة objects. In 2002, there was a competition which we have to compete between two teams. مسابقة أو منافسة. To design
مسابقة.
مسابقة. To design a bigger and more modern museum. The competition had 1,557 designs from more than 80 different countries. اوكي، يبقى الكومبيتيشن دي ما اتعملتش على مستوى مصر بس، لا احنا بنعمل جراند ايجيبشن ميوزيوم. So all the world participate in this competition. We need to have a design, a form of the new Egyptian museum. The Grand Egyptian Museum اللي هي الانيشالز بتاعته GEM welcomed its first visitors in 2019. السنة اللي قبل اللي فاتت. هو لسه completely ما اتفتحش على فكرة. هو موجود في منطقة الأهرامات في المريوطية، وإن شاء الله لما يتفتح نزوره كلنا مع بعض. It's further from the city center. طبعا الأولاني كان موجود في التحرير فكان جنبنا كده نعرف نروحه، لكن التاني إن شاء الله هنعمل تراب كده ونروح كلنا مع بعض. Then the old museum, but only 2 kilometers from pyramids of Giza. It has more space for valuable objects. Okay, valuable حاجة قيمة، دي كلمة مهمة. يبقى أنا عندي لغاية دلوقتي إيه؟ treasures, objects, valuable. More people can see them and it's able to look after the objects really well. Number 3, one of the most beautiful parts of the museum is the entrance, highlighted. One of the most important words, entrance. You enter a place, there is an entrance, المدخل بتاع كل مكان. With its big plants and statues. Okay, the biggest statue is that of Ramses II, which is 12 meters high. Moving this object from the old museum in Tahrir to the Grand Egyptian Museum is not easy. It's expected to take many years of hard work. Okay? آخر text عندي اللي هو موجود في page 20. وده بيتكلم عن مكان مشهور عندنا الأقصر and أسوان. We had a wonderful holiday in Egypt. There are many opinions about 3 of the most interesting places. أول place عندي Valley of the King. Okay. We had a wonderful holiday in Egypt. There are my opinions about 3 of the most interesting places. Valley of the Kings in Luxor is one of the most popular. Highlight popular.
مزدحم.
No. A popular place is very famous.
مشهور.
كلمة popular equal famous.
مشهور.
Yes.
مشهور.
Yes, مشهور. A popular places for tourists to visit. We went early because that is the quietest time. My brother said, this is fantastic, exciting, fantastic. I'm sure it gets busier later on during the day. تاني مكان عندي اللي هو the biggest place we went to was Karnak Temple. My favorite part was the hypostyle hall. الهايبوستايل اللي هي مليانة columns دي. كلمة column يعني عواميد. hypostyle hall اسم الساحة اللي موجودة في الكارناك تمبل. موجود فيها ايه؟ 5,000 square meter room with 134 stone column. فيها 134 stone columns دي. I hope to visit it one day. It's very wonderful. I think it was more crowded than the Valley of the Kings. وآخر مكان عندي, in my opinion, the best and the quietest place we visited was Hapo Temple. معبد هابو, it has columns similar to those at Karnak, but because it's less crowded, you can study them for longer. Okay. تمام, أنا عندي كمان 6 choose. وبرضه هنعمل answer معانا في separate paper وهنشوف جبنا كام out of 60 for the vocab. محدش يجاوب في المايك. Okay. Choose the correct answer. Number 1. تحيا مصر bridge is the widest what bridge in the world. Number 2. I enjoyed walking across the قصر النيل. Number 3. One of the most beautiful parts of the museum is the. Take your time to answer them. I give you 1 minute and please don't answer in the mic, okay? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Right. Don't answer in the mic and take your time to answer them. ولا هتخلص هتعمل البوكس بتاعها out of 30 هتشوف جابت كام في الwords. Okay, did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, number 1 is suspension. You know, قلنا كلمة suspension يعني ايه؟ ما ننساهاش. الكلمة دي الجديدة اللي عندي في اليونت. Suspension bridge.
معلق.
Which has a lot
كوبري
of
معلق.
pillars. Okay, yes. Number 2. It's
bridge.
Yep, قصر النيل is a bridge. One of the most beautiful parts of the museum is the entrance. ها جبتوا كام؟ جبتوا كام out of 30؟ حد جاب 30؟
teacher.
Yep.
بس حضرتك تقول لي معنى entrance تاني.
entrance. You enter something. This is an entrance. المدخل بتاع الحاجة. This is
Yes.
entrance. جاية من كلمة enter. Okay.
Okay.
الثري اللي بعديهم. Number 1. Famous. The opposite of, you know, famous is popular. يعني ممكن أشيل كلمة popular وأحط بدلها famous. Opposite of a.
Neighbors.
Don't answer. There are many space objects in museum. I like going to Al-Azhar Park. There is a space for all. Take your time to answer.
I am finished.
Okay, just take a second عشان الكل يبقى مخلص معايا.
Teacher finished.
Okay, wait, guys. I know that you finished, but I give you a time. When this time finished, I'm going to answer. Okay. Number 4. Unknown. You know, famous, the opposite of unknown. 5. Valuable. And 6. Because. What is the difference because and but? Huh? I use because for reason.
لأنها
دي معناها لأنها أو بالسبب، عشان كده بستخدم because for a reason السبب. لكن but I use it when I have two contrary أو two contrasted sentences. يعني ممكن أقول he is fat but he runs fast. Okay? لكن I like going to Al-Azhar Park because there is a space for all. Okay, في حد عنده أسئلة يا جماعة في what we had in unit 8?
no teacher.
Okay, did you get
No.
it? Thank you. It was pleasure meeting you. Was with
Teacher
you,
هو
Mrs.
معنى
Nahla.
كلمة valuable إيه؟
Valuable thing is very has a great value، يعني قيم. And not in money. مش القيمة بتبقى في الفلوس بس، لا، ممكن تبقى valuable in money and valuable in its history. قيمة تاريخية أو قيمة مادية. This is valuable. Any other questions? Okay, thank
No,
you.
thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.